hygiene was like in ancient China. Are you curious about how people maintained hygiene in ancient China? In this video, we will travel back in time to explore the cleaning tools, toothbrushes, and hygiene practices of the Chinese people. Did you know that pig toilets were a sustainable solution for waste disposal and fertilizer production, or that rice water was used as a shampoo and body wash? Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of ancient Chinese hygiene practices. Travel back in time to before the Han Dynasty, and you'll find the common folks scrubbing their homes with an assortment of materials, rocks, dirt blocks, and even branches. But hold on, things took a delightful turn when the ingenious chugi came into the picture. This one-of-a-kind cleaning tool made from bamboo slices became all the rage due to its exceptional ability to soak up water and diffuse a pleasant scent. However, the luxury of bathing with water and indulging in aromatherapy was solely reserved for the elites who could afford to splurge on such lavishness. The paper eventually became the preferred material for cleaning, taking the place of chugi in time, but at first it was prohibitively expensive and not widely used. While the common people continued to use chugi as their writing medium, it wasn't until the Yuan dynasty that the emperor started using straw paper. By the time of the Ming and Qing dynasties, the straw paper had become more popular among the common people, whereas silk remained the material of choice for the royal court. Did you know that in some parts of Asia, pigs are not just kept for their meat and leather, but also for the unique ability to convert human waste into valuable fertilizer? That's right, the pig toilet, also known as the pigsty latrine, is a simple yet ingenious solution that involves building a dry toilet on top of a pigsty with a connecting chute or hole between the two structures. Pigs are not picky eaters, and they happily consume any leftover scraps of food, as well as human waste. In fact, fresh and warm droppings are considered a delicacy to these animals, and they can digest them without any issues. This means that a pig toilet not only provides a convenient and efficient way of disposing of human waste, but also helps to reduce pollution and waste. The best part? Pig waste is collected and used as fertilizer, making it a valuable resource for farmers. So not only are the pigs being raised for their meat and leather, but their waste is also being put to good use. It's a sustainable and practical solution that has been practiced for many years in parts of Asia. A pig toilet, as opposed to a water toilet, does not require running water or the treatment of wastewater, and neither human waste nor wastewater is exposed to the open air. This practice may have originated as far back as the Han Dynasty, according to historical evidence. Even though the use of pigsty toilets was still possible in some outlying areas of China as recently as 2005, the Chinese government has been actively trying to discourage their use in recent years. During the Qing Dynasty, it is possible that Chinese influence led to the use of pig toilets being commonplace in Okinawa as well as among the Manchu people. In some parts of India, such as Goa, people would relieve themselves in pig pens instead of using toilets. In China, family homes were frequently constructed near fish ponds, and toilets were built above the pond to facilitate fertilization. This was done so that fish waste could be easily removed. Some of the latrines, both for humans and pigs, were constructed on adjacent dikes and hung over the pond. Pigsties were also included. Salt was used to whiten the teeth and protect them during the Sui and Tang dynasties. Salt was also used to preserve food. People would clean their teeth and rinse their mouths by dipping their fingers in a solution that contained salt, tea, wine, and vinegar. The solution was then used to rinse their mouths and clean their teeth. Rinsing the mouth with this solution was recommended. It was recommended to place some salt in your mouth with warm water each morning and hold it in for some time, as it would help strengthen your teeth, according to Sun Senior, a well-known ancient Chinese physician who authored the book Essential Recipes for Emergent Use Worth 1,000 Gold. Sun Senior was the author of the book Essential Recipes for Emergent Use Worth 1,000 Gold. However, as time went on, the ancient Chinese stopped using salt to clean their teeth because they discovered a secret recipe for tooth powder, which they used instead of salt. Today, we know that tooth powder was used in ancient China. Traditional Chinese medicines were combined to make this tooth powder. Some of the ingredients included pork teeth saponin, ginger, semic figure cooked, Rehania glutinosa, mulu, eclipta, Sephora japonica, asarum, lotus leaf, and green salt. It not only cleaned and maintained teeth, but it also removed heat and moisture from the body while it was doing so. In addition to that, mouthwashes consisting of things like salt water, tea, and other unidentified concoctions were used. People in ancient China initially used their fingers as a toothbrush. However, it was eventually discovered that this method, although effective in cleaning the mouth, was not very practical. As a result, people eventually switched to using an implement that was more suited to the task. Willow branches were fashioned into the shape of a toothbrush by someone apparently as a solution to the problem. In order to make this toothbrush, a small section of the willow branch was cleaned and chewed on one end until the fibers were exposed, creating a hairy end at the end of the section. The cleaning process was completed by dipping the toothbrush into tooth powder after this step, which simplified an already straightforward and cost-effective method. Animal bristles were eventually used to make toothbrushes that were comparable to the ones we use today. Pig bristles were frequently used because they were inexpensive but had a coarser texture than other animal bristles. The practice of washing one's hair once every 3 days and taking a bath once every 5 days became common practices among people living during the Qin and Han dynasties. There is still a need for clarification regarding the shampoo and body wash that they utilized in their routines. In times past, rice water was utilized in the grooming and personal hygiene practices of people. Rice water is an effective cleaning agent because it contains starch, protein, and vitamins, which enables it to help remove oil stains, maintain the health of the scalp and hair, and improve the texture of the skin. Additionally, rice water has medicinal benefits, such as improving cold hands and feet, relieving low back pain and frostbite, and alleviating fatigue. These are just some of the benefits that rice water had to offer. All of these advantages were brought about by the water used to cook the rice. Because of this natural cosmetic was able to perform the functions of shampoo, shower gel, and facial cleanser all in one. The Chinese honey locust was a resource that was utilized in many different ways during the southern Qi dynasty. It was not only acted as a natural cleanser for the skin, but also as a moisturizer, and it stopped clothes from deteriorating or fading. It was also used as a treatment for rheumatism and ringworm due to the medicinal properties it possessed. Additionally, ancient people found that burning straw produced plant ash, which they used for bathing and washing their clothing with. This ash was made from plants. Later on, natural plants such as saponin were used to wash and protect hair. It was discovered and included in the compendium of Materia Medica that saponin could also remove dandruff, providing relief from itching, reduce swelling, and eliminate the poison. In contrast, the practice of shaving one's body hair was not common in the culture of other places. However, during the Han Dynasty, the ancient Chinese popularized the practice of threading to remove delicate facial hair. Both men and women underwent this treatment the day before marriage in order to achieve a smoother appearance. This was done in order to make the transition from single life to married life less noticeable. Did you know that in ancient China, women made their own menstrual pads by wrapping sand in cloth? When the pad became saturated, they would simply toss the sand-filled cloth and wash and reuse the cloth part of the following month. It's fascinating to think about the creative ways that women throughout history have found to manage their periods. Thank you for watching this video about ancient Chinese hygiene practices. We hope you learned something new and interesting about the creative solutions that people came up with to stay clean and healthy in ancient times. From the ingenious Chugi cleaning tool to the use of pig toilets as a sustainable waste management solution, it's fascinating to see how people adapted to their environment and resources. As we reflect on these practices, we can also appreciate the innovations that have allowed us to improve our hygiene today. From modern toothbrushes and toothpaste to sophisticated wastewater treatment systems, we have come a long way in promoting cleanliness and sanitation. However, it's also important to remember the sustainable practices of the past and consider how we can continue to implement them in our lives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below to share your thoughts and insights about ancient Chinese hygiene practices. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.